This is Ruby again. So if you don't really get the syntax, don't worry. It'll be much more clear when you're in your native programming language. But basically, what's happening here is I'm asking something, and then here you're configuring the Tropo verb to with different options. A little smaller. Cool. Cool, so here I'm telling Tropo, okay, I can't reach that high. Hey, they're much better. Alright, cool. So here I'm asking something, and here I'm telling Tropo, okay, well the possible choices, the acceptable choices are 4 or 5 digits. So we're asking the caller to, either using the keypad, they're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, or using their voice, they'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could use either of those things for input. The next option here is the terminator. And the terminator is basically what the user can press at the end to say that they're done giving input. So if because again, this is the possible values are 4 or 5 digits. So if I enter 1, 2, 3, 4, well, Tropo doesn't know I'm done yet because maybe I can enter something else. So you can say, okay, well, you can press the pound key when you're done. The timeout here, this is how long Tropo should wait before giving up on your input, basically. This is the type of input I'm expecting. So right now, it's only expecting you to enter something on your keypad. We're going to try with this first, and then I'm going to activate speech recognition. You guys can see how I can enter it with my voice. All kinds of other stuff here. We're just going to ignore most of those. Cool. Cool. So I'm actually just going to clean this up a little bit because we don't actually need all this code. So, cool. So say cool. Thanks for. Sweet. Alrighty. Away we go. I'm going to put this code back on GitHub. So I'm going to edit my gist here. Alright, so now I've got my code. Again, I'm just updating this file on the web. I'm using gist or GitHub. You can really store these scripts anywhere you want as long as they're on the internet. Cool, so I'm going to give that a call. Oh, look at that. That's good. Let's try that again. Alright, it should be loud now.
Hello. Cool, thanks for your response.
Alright, cool. So we asked something, I put some keys in there, it said cool. Wasn't terribly exciting. So maybe the next thing we can do is just read back what they said. So you'll notice that I got this on choice event, right? So that's actually firing when I've entered something correctly on the keypad. So you'll notice that here on choice, this is a Ruby thing, so you can ignore that. But really what's important is that I'm getting this event object. And for those of you guys who have been programming for a while, you know that an event object has some interesting information about the event. So one of the things that the event is going to tell me is, well, what did the guy actually enter? Did he enter 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever? So again, we're going to go back to our docs, and we're going to go to ask, and we're going to say, oh, well, on choice. So it kind of describes here, and you'll see that on choice is not the only event, right? I can on bad choice. So let's say I ask them to enter 4 digits and they only enter 3. Well, that's a bad choice, so that'll fire. And we have all other types of event handlers here that you can pick from. All right. So what I'm going to do here is instead of just saying cool, thanks for your response, I'm going to say, you said. All right, and then event dot choice. Oops. All right, cool. Well, let me actually go in here. Cool, so updating my code, and like magic, I'm now going to have a better app.
Hello. You said 5613.
Cool, so I entered 5613, said you said 5613. So you can see how I can now do this with the keypad. Now literally with like one line of code change, I am going to make this voice activated. Cool. So you'll see here, also in the docs, where is it? Cool. Here under mode, oops. Man, I gotta say I am Tropo rusty. It's actually, I think voice will also work, but I think I'm gonna use speech here. Cool. All right. So this may be the demo that doesn't work, because so far they've all worked. So I'm actually done pretty well.
Hello. What's your 4 or 5 digit PIN? Press pound when finished.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You said 12,134.
Pretty cool. I mean, it spoke it as a number, not as digits, but it actually understood what I said, right? So that's cool. Yeah. All right. Man, I'm like 5 for 5 right now. I'm like really excited. This never happens.